it's a very tricky time to listen, sit down and listen, especially when they've gone to school and they've come back and all they want to do is play and have their dinner, snacks, shower and go to bed, and then you come and say, okay, come and sit down, let's do your homework, or come and sit down, let me read this to you. So what I do is I warn you in advance. Yes, I like to warn you in advance. I don't want to catch you by surprise. Children, I don't know, my children don't like surprises, so I like to warn them in advance. Well guys, when we get home, you wash your hands, you have your snack, you just have a chillaxing time, and then it's time to do our homework. Yeah, good. So we know it. So you come home, you've done this, you know, back of your mind, anything you're doing at the back of your mind, you know, mommy will be calling you soon to come and do your homework, and that works for me. That has worked for me. So you could try it and see, or if you have any other tips, guys, comment it down below. We are all here to learn, to share our experience. So yeah, to support each other. So if you have any tips, just comment it down below. So at the moment my son has moved from set 1 to set 2. He's in set 2 now, but I would like to show you some of the set 1 work and his handwriting, guys. His handwriting, I want to show it to you now. Okay guys, so this is one of the set 1 reading, and he can sound all of this already, and he can tell, he can read the words, and he can read beautifully, and he loves the pictures. He does love them a lot. He always comments on them. He always has his own idea, apart from what is said here. He always has his own idea, which is good, because it's good for them to know the picture. Guys, moment of truth. Let me show you my son's handwriting. Ta-da! There you see. So he's writing, I'll read it to you. I get, look at the get, g. Can you see his g? I get a cat. Can you see the cat? Look at the t again. Can you see? He's turned them that way. So that's the correction here. And after, that's what I do when you finish with your child, when they finish reading or finish writing something, I like them, especially when they've written something from, I like them to go ahead and draw something in a book or something, like have it like arty time. So this is him and his cat, and you can tell that he's he's an artist. I'll give you another one. There's another one here. So if you look at this one, this is also another one. He can sound them, read the words, and he always work with the shop. He always what's it called? He always likes to talk about the pictures. I remember when we were doing this, that was ages ago, guys. He only knows CVC words, and he saw this and he said, "Mommy, what is this?" And I was like, I think you can sound it. You can sound it and read it to me. And then he went, shh or shop. I said, yeah, see, you can do it. And then he said, okay, I know, then I can do this one too. I said, okay, go ahead then. And he went, shh, shut. And I said, see? Oh, that means shut the door. The door is shut. That's the shop. See? Yeah, on and on and on. You don't start talking too much. And moments of truth, guys. He's written, so this is not part of it because, like, so he's written, I go on a bus. But look at what he's written. I nicely go. He left the O, and then on, which is okay. A, he left the A. Bus, and he left the S. I go on a bus. And guys, he's drawn his bus. Like I said, my son is an artist. Oh dear. Yeah. So this is how the set one book looks like, and these are the words that this are the sounds that they were learning from nursery and came to like finish it off in reception. So this is very secured. These words, these sounds are very secure. So they move on to set 2. And this is how the set 2 looks like. This one is set 2 and 3. Yeah, this is how it looks like. And they'll be learning all of this and all of that. So set 2 and 3. And at the moment it's on set 2 now. And also I have this one. This one's our cards. It's the same set 2 and 3. But I have these cards, and what I do is I've been doing that. I did that with my older ones as well. So when we're going out, I'll take like 4 of them or 8 depending. And then what I'll do is he will have 4 and he will have 4 of them and I'll have 4 of them, and then we'll be alternating. So for example, this is A, yeah, so he will have A. I is not yet. 1 second. Sorry guys. So say it's got O. So for example, you can have, I'll give him 4 and I'll have 4, and he will have this and that. Let's say 4, yeah, instead of 8. You have 2 and I'll have 2, and this is what I'll do. I've got 2 and he's got 2, and then I'll be asking him, so what sound is this? And then he'll go O, and I'll say O as in, and then he will say poo at the zoo. They love that a lot. Children like the poo. I think because it has poo in it. It says poo. They like it a lot. And then I'll go like, what? And I'll ask, what is this one? What sound is this? And then he'll say O, O, O. So O as in blow the snow. And then we go to this one. What is this? What sound is this? Then he say A, and then we turn around, and then he would say, may I play? Like, may I play? What sound is this? Sound are super friends because they've got the same, and it's E, E as in what can you see? And then on and on and on. I alternate the cards. Even at home I do the same thing. I alternate them, making sure that he's getting hang of it. I also have this book. It's from stage 1 to stage 6. I have this book. So apart from the book that he brings home to read, I also read this book with. I like Julia Donaldson a lot. So Mom Bag's Bag. And he would read because he can decode the words, so he can read them. So you may ask, wait, let me see, is there any question you can ask? Like, he will read the book to me, but before we read, this is what we do. We do the sounds again. We'll do the sounds and the words that are in there. And these words are tricky words to them, guys. This O and E is a split diagraph. So it's O, you know, O and E split. So it's O. And they need to know the split diagraph before they can decode this. So yeah. And yeah, we'll be going through this. All of this. So guys, these are some of the materials I use to support my son in phonics and how to read. and it's really good. To be honest, it's really good. I know it's very hard. It is hard. It is hard. But try. Let us try for our children. If you're on board with this, could you share yours in the comments? If you're about to start, yes, could you share that in the comments? Let's have a discussion. Also, yeah, so supporting our children at home boosts their confidence in learning at school, and we can tell that we can see the results, or when it's time for parents meeting, we would hear more positive results. And it's not just for us to hear positive, but we can see the impact we are having on our children. So I hope this goes well, this video goes well. I tried to involve him in the video, but he wasn't having it, guys. He wasn't having it. He didn't want to be in a video. So I said, fair enough. If he doesn't want to be in a video, he doesn't want to be in a video. I'm not going to force him to come onto my video. I will only ask him, I will only bring him into the video if he wants to. I wish you could see some of the, like, I could say more whilst he's reading, and I could pick up the nuggets, and then I can tell you some of the hidden treasures, yeah, hidden things that we normally don't identify earlier. But because he's not here and he doesn't want to be in the video today, I'm not going to force him to come on the video. When he volunteers, then fine, we will do that. Anytime he volunteers, we have to do the video at that stage where he is at. We can't do maybe old ones. I mean, take him back to maybe previous works that he's done. We would have to do what he's doing, or what he's doing currently, so then we can tell not tell the difference, but then I can be able to identify things that I normally see in children, can be corrected before it's too late. Sometimes when I'm listening to children read, for example, there was this child I was listening to him read, and he couldn't pronounce W, D and F. So if the word was wonderful, he would pronounce it, I can't remember how he pronounces it, but you can hear that fold, that the W wasn't coming out. And if it's D, the D wasn't coming out. I remember girl, he used to say girl, girl. The G wasn't coming, he was using del. And before I thought, and this is a child who is very able, and I was thinking, why is he keep on like pronouncing the words first sound in another like. So I was wondering why he's pronouncing some of the words incorrectly, and that's when it hits me. I said, no, this is speech delay. So I had to, speech delay. So I had to inform the right people for him to be supported to reach his potential, because he was one of the able children in the class. So so early reading with your child would also prompt you. You would see it, you can tell, and then you can also, report to the teachers or local authority, but the teachers would be the right people to tell them. The head teacher, the school should know, and the school can help your child, reach their potential if you identify. So it's really good to support your children at home. Home learning is really good for your child and yourself as well. So this is where I say I'm my video. I need a good conclusion. I really need a good conclusion. Yeah, so this is the end of my video. I'm hoping you liked it, and if you did, could you please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, you can share the video. This is where I say abananye. Guys, I forgot to tell you about this. So some of the words cannot be decoded, so they're called high frequency words. So those are, and some random words as well, but they're all high frequency words. For example, everything I put down here can be decoded. Some words cannot be decoded, so they give them these high frequency words. Like each week in reception, each week they bring about 3, and that's how this helps them to read as well. So for example, said, aid, you can what's it called, you can decode some of them, but you can't decode some. So little can be decoded, has can be decoded. Like you can decode some of that. They do give it to them. Yeah, they do give it to them to practice every day at home. And guys, I've been practicing with my son. So like I said, he's good at reading and good at spelling, but he's not good at writing. He's also good with his high frequency words. He can identify all of this. So the reason for this is for them to be able to eyesight. So for example, as soon as you see off, you should be able to say off. You don't have to go off. And mine, something like mine, or love can be decoded because it's got split diagraph. It's got the O and the E, which are split diagraph. And R said, like has got split diagraph, so the I and the E are split diagraph. So you can decode this, but it's part of the high frequency words for them. No, go can be decoded as well. Went can be decoded, but yeah, they give them this so then it's easier for them to read. So the book that I showed you, you can identify some of these in there. So the sounds that they've learned and how they've taught them how to decode CVC words, plus this help them to have a full, like, learn how to read fully. So when they see this, they don't need to decode them. They know it already. So for example, if you read and you see me, he's not going to go or whatever. He will just say me, it, has, in, all, for, can, no, like, good, because good can be decoded. Go, you know, he, off, and all of that. So this one thing I forgot to tell you, that they're high frequency words that can be is added to their reading, and it helps them to read.